In this episode, we'll be discussing this stack from the people at Natural Stacks, Acetylcholine Brain Food.
Acetylcholine.
Acetylcholine. I have used a number of Natural Stacks products before, and they have 4 brain foods in total. They're dopamine brain food, serotonin brain food, and their GABA brain food. This led me to finally trying the last of their 4 brain foods, which is the acetylcholine brain food. And before I get into discussing wherein and how I use this product, I might as well start with a little bit of background information of what acetylcholine does. Now, I'm no scientist, so I'm not going to go into a deep dive around the science behind acetylcholine. What I am just going to briefly mention is what it basically says on the bottle. It's a neurotransmitter. It helps with cognitive response. It also helps with memory. When I did do a little bit of a Google check and did watch some other YouTube videos around what acetylcholine is, it said the same things. It's a neurotransmitter, helps with cognitive response, helps with memory, and kind of gives you a little bit of a spark. Similar to some of the other Natural Stacks products like Acetylcholine and dopamine and serotonin, what they say they help with. And I wanted to give it a go because I've actually been quite successful with, or my trials with Natural Stacks products have been quite successful thus far. So obviously I've become a little bit of a fan of their product line, and I wanted to give this one a go. I already use dopamine brain food in the morning when I'm drinking my coffee, and I've also got into a little bit of a habit or a routine of using the serotonin brain food or the GABA brain food later in my day. So I had to find a time in my day where I could use this acetylcholine brain food, acetylcholine. I'm going to get that wrong all the way throughout this video, so please bear with me. Acetylcholine. I decided to use this product after lunch to help re-engage myself into my day at work. I do sometimes use caffeine tablets, or I've used a second, third coffee at that time. So introducing a stack round about that period of my day I felt was a good place to fit it in and a good place to try it, especially if I'm using some of the other stacks that day. I don't want to muddy the waters of how it made me feel or any sort of to affect the response of the stack. I wanted to give it a nice window where I could really maximize its feeling or how it worked for me. Using it in the afternoon, I did that through Monday through Friday. I normally don't take any of my stacks over the weekend. And when I started taking it on the first couple of days, I did notice that it worked. A little bit similar to some of the other stacks. I'm obviously very susceptible to them. I might have that makeup where these kinds of products work for me. And I find this one did something. It worked. It got me a little bit more focused. I could feel the sort of the energy, or energy is probably the wrong word. I could just feel a little bit of that cognitive response. Now, is it a placebo effect? Am I taking these tablets and it's making me feel like I'm smarter or I can get more done, or it's sort of tricking my mind into thinking that I've got more memory or that I should focus because I've taken these tablets? I don't know, but I definitely do think as I'm taking it the first couple of days, it did work, and that continued throughout the week. And then when I re-engaged the second week, it continued to have that performance on me. I've actually found them to be better than using a caffeine tablet or a second cup of coffee. I tend to get jittery off coffee, and caffeine tablets, if I take them too late in the day, can affect my sleep. Where this brain food, acetylcholine, there we go again, getting it wrong or mixed up. I find that it didn't affect my sleep throughout that month of trying it, and also it did act, even if it was a placebo, even if it did do that, I did find that I was being a little bit more engaged and a little bit more focused, and I had a little bit more willpower to actually push through with some of the tasks in front of me. As with some of the other Natural Stacks products, this guy obviously, if I can get the zoom in, zoom out there, this guy obviously costs around about $40 US. By the time I get that up to Canada, we're looking about 50 bucks. They do offers online, but again, if you're not really flush with cash, do try other stacks that are available from either Natural Stacks or other companies and see which one works best for you. If you want to check out any of the other reviews that I've done from the Natural Stacks product line, you can click the iCard above. I've obviously become a little bit of a fan of this company and will continue to purchase most of the stacks and products that I've reviewed already, as I've found them very handy to give me those little extra boosts and moments or hours of focus that I need to get through all the projects that I'm trying to succeed on. That's it from me this week. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please go ahead and hit that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe so you can follow along and get lots more content on my struggling to succeed journey. You can check out the links below for other core videos from my channel, and also don't forget to comment on this one and let me know what you think of this stack. Thanks very much for watching. Hope to see you next time, and as always, make it a good one.